Hello, Cherie Hanson here. After a beautiful night's sleep and a sense of calm and happiness and protection, wonderful meditation today. And during the meditation, the theme for this video came up, as it often does. But I want to thank you, first of all, for tuning in, for watching my videos. I'm very grateful that you do that. I would ask that you like and subscribe. And if there is a message that you're hearing that you think would help a friend, can I ask you to bap it over to them so they have a chance to listen and hopefully get their what looks like dead ashes caught on fire and bring back the warmth and the light that should be in all of our lives. First, I'll begin by telling you a story. When I was going to buy a new car, the dealer informed me that I could drive a stick shift. I'd never been able to drive a stick shift. It was beyond my capability. I'd had nothing but trouble with it, so I said, no, I need an automatic. And he didn't want to have me walk off the lot without purchasing a car. So he took me out to the beach, a long driveway, and he said, well, 15 minutes, I can teach you how to drive a stick shift. So as we're going along this parking lot at the beach and the car is grabbing and lunging and stopping, he asks me to stop. And he said, well, in half an hour, I can teach you how to drive a stick shift. Now, my reactions are very quick. I'm really alert. I can react immediately. So I was slamming on the brake and he was holding his hand up on the dashboard to keep himself from going through the windshield, even though he had a seatbelt on. And so we tried for another half an hour and the car just kept dying. The gears just kept grinding. I kept slamming on the brake. His head kept coming closer to the window and to the dashboard. And then he said, okay, in another hour, I can teach you to drive a stick shift. And that did not end well. He ended up finally believing me that I had no idea how to operate a stick shift in a vehicle. And he ended up just filling out the papers to send for a automatic car that he ordered in to come to the Vancouver dealership. And I would drive down later from Houston and pick it up. And today, while I was in my meditation, I thought about this story. I thought about the metaphor. We are born into a body. We are born into this life. We have the imprinting from our parents, our cohorts, our teachers, our society. And so we are like, a cookie cutter. There's this fabric of who we are, the dough rolled out, and we are cut into this shape. Now, the difficulty is we come into this body, we come into this spirit, we come into this personality, and we have no frigging idea how to operate it. It's like the stick shift. We're grinding our gears. We keep doing the wrong thing. We keep stripping the transmission. We get to the place where I had developed cancer and rheumatoid arthritis and carpal tunnel operations. It just like time after time after time, getting into this place where I did not know how to treat my body. I did not know how to take care of myself. It was like, no, don't leave me alone with this responsibility of my own existence. I have no clue. And so the failures happened, and I got the transmission rebuilt, and then I got back out on the road and I stripped the gears again. And I look at it as exactly like that. We are in this vehicle. We are in this life. We are in this path of energy, but we don't know how to take care of ourselves. We really don't. Do we have wise relatives? Do we have good examples of kindness and compassion and mindfulness and good self-care and healthful habits? No, we don't. We haven't had them. When I grew up, people were driving with gin open in a car, because it's okay. It's not a problem. And people were doing crazy stuff. They were hating on one another for having the wrong skin color. They were fearing one another for having different ideas. And people were smoking cigarettes like crazy. You could beat your wife and your kids and nobody cared because they were your property. The school system was geared for competition. The warriors in training were put out onto the sports field. I'm looking at this, and the cheerleaders are leading us in these prayers of destruction for the other team, because we're preparing our men to go to war. And we start when they're teenagers. We start when they're in a team. So the people who lived across the town were the enemies who were inculcated into hating and wanting to destroy and defeat. We had no clue how to live. There was no wisdom that was there to lead us. So I call it the operator's manual. You get born into this immense responsibility of this body, which is made up of how many systems, how many organs, how many flow of arteries and blood and tendons, but we don't know what to do with it. So what's happening now really lifts my heart. Because you have things like the Blue Zones growing up, the Blue Zones Facebook page. You have people who are embracing eating more mindfully, of understanding that if the body goes on short fasts, it will heal itself, it will do better. I start every day with my Wim Hof ice bath to get rid of inflammation. Wim Hof has led me to a place where I'm starting to learn how to take care of myself. Other people say, I can't do cold water, just give me the drugs with the side effects. And what I know for sure is I think we're starting to catch on. We're starting to get an inkling, just an inkling. And we look at people who are healthy seniors, who are muscled out, who are flexible mentally, spiritually, and physically. And we start to ask the question, how did you get that way? What's the path to that? What's the owner's manual that will teach you how to do this? And it is around us now. And I feel very optimistic about it because we're now in a place where there is real knowledge seeping through the hard clay of the imprinting. And it's pretty exciting to me. And I look at all of the bad mistakes I made. I look at all the errors I made in my thinking and in my self-care. And I understand I didn't know any better. I just simply had no idea how to treat my body. Now I do. And I'm reaping the benefits. I'm getting healthier all the time. I'm having less inflammation all the time. I am feeling happier and more peaceful all the time. So what I have to say to you is, if you keep stripping your gears, if you keep falling back into anger, frustration, hatred, fear, attacking others as a way of defending yourself, and having this state of turmoil, it's time to ask the question, how do I operate my life so that all is smooth? And there are teachers out there. All I can say to you is good luck. Good luck. Stop stripping your gears and get to a place where you are a good caretaker of your own life. We can do this. I want to mention to you, I am having a workshop on how the ego works with us to keep us trapped and afraid. It's coming up in my house. Get a hold of me if you're interested. I have spent a good 40 years of my life totally focused on how the heck can I live that is really a way of being kind to myself. I've really focused on that. And I bring that knowledge to you because I want to see you happy as well. And Todd says hello. He's busy washing parts of himself we don't want to know about. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, and know that I do one-on-one coaching calls with people and have done all over the world. I don't need to be sitting with you. I have a very clear channel which will let me read your energy, which will let me diagnose where your difficulty is. And I'm here to serve. I'm here to share the lessons that I've learned in full gratitude and love for the process. Thank you.